Hey, this is Chad with eXp Realty here in Sheridan and have the housing market update for you for May 2025. And it's been interesting with all the chaos in the Middle East and, with a lot of uncertainty in the markets. We kind of seen things come to a screeching halt here we're still getting more homes on the market, but, with all the uncertainty in the markets and the stuff going on all over. Buyers are kind of sitting back and waiting to see kind of what's happening. So, which is kind of interesting because usually, especially June, July, those are pretty busy months with buyer activity. So, been interesting on that front. Interest rates have ticked down just a little bit, down to around 6.7, depending on your credits. And old federal Chairman Powell ended up holding the any cuts, but they are expected to at least make two more cuts by the end of the year. So he's gotten a lot of heat for that. We'll see. If he happens to get removed or things are a big shakeup at the Federal Reserve, it'll be interesting to see how that affects everything as well. So kind of interesting right now. Everybody just kind of sitting back, waiting to see kind of what happens, and so we'll kind of dive into the stats and kind of where the market's going, where we're expecting it to go. So looking into some of the numbers for May here, notable numbers: closed sales down just a little bit compared to last year at 26. Kind of a big difference there in the median sale price, 8% jump at 447,000. So that's a little bit of a jump there compared to last year. That's been pretty steady, and kind of keeping an eye on that. Average days on the market continues to creep up around 60 days, and we're getting closer to that balanced market. Looking at the monthly supply of inventory index, now at 4.79. Big jump there, 31%. And again with the active inventory listings at 35% jump. Things are starting to balance out a little, just coming back to normal. It's not like huge crash. It's just, man, the super acceleration that we've had for demand after the 2020 extravaganza. Things are just kind of slowly kind of coming back to normal levels. Okay, and looking at some of the national numbers here, nationally, lots of inventory is coming on the market. This is just a good line chart to kind of show you the different years and the progressions of the inventory count. So definitely above the last few years inventory level wise, but you can kind of see, the differences in what we're looking at for the last few years with those inventory listings. Okay, with those increased inventory listings, it's really important for the sellers to kind of know where the market's going. If sellers are expecting things to continue with the massive appreciation that we've had the last few years, a good chance that you're not going to be able to get the asking price that you're looking for, and then have to, look at several price drops moving forward. So buyers again are real particular. If they feel that the home is priced too high or needs a lot of work, a lot of homes are just sitting on the market. But if they're priced right and things are taken care of, good condition, a lot of those properties are still going fairly quickly. We're still seeing a few competing offers over asking, but not quite the craziness that we've seen here the last few years. So that's definitely leveling out a little bit. And so this just kind of gives you a breakdown of, for the sellers, kind of having those realistic expectations of, setting the price right, where the market's going, and just looking at all those numbers and the data, so that pricing the home right is really going to be super important moving forward. Okay, and then this is just a great illustration of all the price reductions going on across the United States. Some of those bigger states you can see, in the mid 20s to high 20s of the price reductions seen across the country at 14% here in Wyoming. So definitely seeing a trend. I know, talking to some other agents in like Texas and Florida, man, it's definitely turning into a buyer's market, and Arizona always seems to be big fluctuations there too. So that's definitely where the markets are trending nationwide. Okay, and then overall, don't forget in the newsletter here to click on those links. All the homes that are sold for the month of May. Got those links for you to check out, so you can kind of keep a pulse on the market or homes in your area, or those price ranges. And if you ever need an instant home valuation, that's available for you. Gives you kind of a rough idea, and if you ever need a full-blown home equity market report based on comps and where the market's going, I'd be happy to fill that out for you or put that together for you. Also, we got the summer seller and buyer guides packed with lots of great information, especially with everything changing. Definitely want to keep kind of a pulse on all that. Lots of good tips moving forward. So be sure to check that out. Also, there's a link to the Conley app that's tied directly to my website. Makes it a little bit easier to see all the properties and tools online. And if you're seeing this online and you don't have, you're not getting the newsletter, you can go to the website, sign up for that, and I'll be happy to get that to you as well. So been pretty interesting. Been kind of a nice mild summer so far. Been still getting lots of rain, but mid 80s or 80s or so has been kind of nice. So looking forward to the summer, and we got rodeo week coming up here soon. So keep an eye on the market. Things are changing. Want to keep you updated. But we're getting homes on the market. Sellers got to be prepared for the changing market, and buyers got to be ready to go as if interest rates continue to drop down and inventory levels continue to pick up. Got a lot more to choose from. So hope all that information is helpful, and if you ever need anything, feel free to reach out. Take care.